Hi, I'm Lynn Langett, and today's All Things Data screencast, I'm going to talk to you about a piece of software that I've been using with customers and give you a little preview. So if you're like me and you're starting to get into the world of big data by keeping more data, you might find that you're working with what I call small big data. So you're not going out and using Hadoop and R and some of these tools that are designed for really heavy lifting. You're just keeping more data, so the volumes are growing but not exponentially, and you want to start performing more sophisticated analysis on it. Again, if you're like me, you never had the opportunity to take statistics in school, and so you're a self-taught data miner. So you might be wondering, are there any tools that help you to perform data mining more via plain English and give you output that you can just look at and get value for? And one of the tools that I found is something called prediction software. So I'm going to show you it and talk about it in the screencast today. This is an add-in that you can work with in Excel, and that's how I'm going to show it. But there are also other ways to work with the data mining algorithms and the visualization output. The company is started by a former Microsoft guy, Jamie McLennan, who was responsible for data mining in Analysis Server and SQL Server and the original add-in for Excel, which I wrote about in my book, by the way, so you can get a background on that. But he's taken it a lot further as an independent company and added a lot of new developer hooks. In fact, what I recommend that you do if you're intrigued after this screencast is to go and grab the Enterprise Insight Developer Edition so that you can start working in your sandbox, as it says there. It's completely free, and there's two ways to work with it. You can either download the local version, which hooks into the data mining engine of Analysis Server. You have to carefully follow the installation instructions, and it does require an SSAS instance, and it'll give you the version and edition information there. And you can most easily work with Excel, or you can work directly with an API, or alternatively, you can hook into Prediction's cloud service, which is an implementation of data mining via their cloud. I chose the first one for my particular demonstration. So what does this look like? I happen to be using Excel 2013. I believe it's, not sure what version, I know it's 2010, could be 2007, and I highly recommend that you use Prediction's sample data if you're brand new to this, because it's well suited to explore the different possibilities in their integrated capabilities inside of Excel, and easy to use. So most generally, their tools follow the data mining lifecycle, which after you establish yourself with Prediction and authenticate over here, then you can work locally. So the data mining lifecycle has the steps of preparing the data, building your data mining models based on the different data mining algorithms like classification and forecasting, testing the validity or the accuracy of your model through various statistical methods, and also just getting insights either directly from running a statistical algorithm or in the combination with the model. So I'm going to start out here and just show you what some of this stuff does. So if I go to the forecasting sample data, and I again bring this down, and I go into Explore Data, what this allows me to do is to take a statistical look at the data very easily. So I can profile the data, and I can use as input here either Excel or Power Pivot. In this case, I'm going to use Excel, and I'm just going to use the detected table. I could use the data range if I wanted to, and then I'm going to generate either basic or advanced statistics, and it's actually going to show what you expect to get here: mean, max, mode, range, skewedness, so on and so forth. And again, if you're trying to learn statistics in an interesting sort of way, non-academic way, this is what I've been using, and I think it might be helpful for you as well. So then click Finish, and then the prediction engine will run, and then it will give you a new sheet inside of your workbook, and it will show you these values for the particular data that's being analyzed. So you can see, and it puts the Excel data bars in. And then when you go back to the original page, it gives you a nice index page where you can jump to that page in the workbook. So in addition to working with preparing data, of course you might want to build models and or get insight. So what I recommend as you're working through this and learning and having fun with it is you use the sample data, And on the top of each page, Prediction has done a really good job of giving you suggestions of what to do. So for example, this is a list we just analyzed of basically numbers, wine sales, fictitious of course. And it says you can try out using Insight Now, using a forecast tool to create forecasts of each series, so time-based forecasting. And then it gives you a tip to delete extra rows from the report results to better view the forecasts. Or you could use the Insight Analytics to build and browse a forecast model to look at other patterns, and then you could query the model to retrieve forecasted results. And this is, they have a GUI query interface against the one of the standard data mining languages, PMML, for your model build. And then you can browse and build a forecast model on the variable series data format. So I think this is a fantastic lightweight tool, and I'll actually just run through this. So I'll go into the Insight Now, and I'll go to the forecast tool so you can see how it's written in plain English. It says it performs forecasting on a selected table. Forecast values are added to the original table and highlighted. A chart is generated as a separate sheet and displays the present and forecast evolution. Very plain English. So we want to have 5 time units to forecast. We want to pick a timestamp, and then we want to set the periodicity of the data. So let's set it maybe weekly, and then we can either just change the data that's selected or automatically select the table. I'm going to say run, and then it's going to go ahead and run this algorithm, and it's going to notice it's running the ARIMA time series model, and you can see there's the chart that we talked about. And then if we go back to the original Insight Index, now we have a forecasting report. So again, I know this is a really quick screencast, but hopefully I've got you interested. I think that this software is really valuable for many of the customers that I'm working with, and I wanted to share it out. So this is Lynn Langit for All Things Data, and I hope you enjoyed today's quick screencast, Data Mining in Excel. Have a great day.